Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name's Katie and I am a mom of twin girls and a little boy. My twins are 3 years old and my little boy is 8 months. And our toy room is a huge mess. When we first moved into this house, I thought that these like cubbies would be an awesome idea for storage, but the bad thing about that is I tend to just like throw the toys into the little like bins, and then in order for my kids to play with them, then they dump everything out and it gets so disorganized. So today I'm trying to find a better way to put all my toys away. I don't know, clutter just really gives me anxiety, and this situation is just a little bit, I feel like I'm a little bit over my head. So please keep watching and I will show you what I come up with. Hopefully I get it looking better than what it does right now, which shouldn't be that difficult to do. Okay, so over here I have all of the larger items that I know that we are going to keep. The dollhouse, a farm set, a vacuum, those little horses, they like to jump on those, and then back there in the far corner is a stroller and a little seat that River likes to sit in, and a couple of big stuffed animals. I know we're going to be keeping that. I'm also not going to be organizing these few books right here because they look pretty good to me. And I just did that like a week ago. So I am leaving that, and then here is the rest of the disaster. So I dumped everything out of the containers that they were in and then restacked them up. And I'm gonna see if I can find a better way to put all of this away and find out what we need to get rid of. The very first thing that I did was start to sort the toys. This way I knew exactly what we had and I could make a decision on whether or not it was something that they still played with. I also put any toys that had their own container, like this dwarf set, into that specific container, so I made sure that I had all of the pieces. When cleaning and organizing with the Konmari method, I know that you usually make your decision on what to keep based on what sparks joy. When dealing with toys, I feel like this is a little bit more difficult because what sparks joy in a toddler or a baby is different than what I think is exciting. So I made the decision on what toys to keep out based on what they played with the most. And to be honest with you, I have to keep a lot more out than what I would prefer to, but my kids really do play with a variety of toys, and I don't want to get rid of any of the toys that they still play with. I do like to rotate my toys as much as I can. That way it does lessen the cleanup, and I feel like having more toys out can sometimes be more overwhelming than fun for them. So anyway, I just wanted to explain a little bit on how I decide to keep or get rid of the toys. After a while, I finally had the toys dwindled down and just had a few little, I don't even know, pieces, I guess, left over. And I feel like this is actually when it's the hardest for me because I have to figure out where everything goes, what doesn't have a matcher anymore, what just needs to be thrown away. And I get a little bit sick of it around this time, but it is totally worth it to try to make sure that you have all the pieces to any kind of sets and just figure out where everything goes. Around this time, one of my twin toddlers woke up from her nap, and let me be honest, picking up toys when there's kids playing and sorting them is really difficult to do. But I continued going because I felt like I was so close to at least having everything sorted, and I had a goal in mind and I wanted to accomplish it. Ravy joined me. Hey, Rave.
Hey.
Hi, sweet.
Hi.
And that whole container is, can I see in there, Ravy, what you got?
I got car.
Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of characters, huh? Can you show me, like, can I look under the car? Can I see the Peppas? I can't? Okay, basically that's just a whole container of characters or guys that they can play with either in their houses or in their little cars. They love playing with that. That's probably their favorite, so there she goes. After all of the toys were sorted, I was finally able to start putting everything away. At this point, I still had some cleaning to do, but all of the toys were put away. In here, they have their little Peppa Pig tea set, thing of blocks. These are bowling pins. It's all a set, so I kept it all together. Here they have their toy horses. Over here, they have one little container of blocks, a keyboard. These are the dishes that I decided to keep for their kitchen. These are Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. This is all baby toys. They're bigger toys, so it looks like there's a lot, but actually River doesn't prefer to play with baby toys. He just likes to be involved in whatever the girls are doing. We have one container for dinosaurs, and these are foods for the kitchen, just a few, and a doctor set. And then this is probably going to be dumped the most, but this is probably their favorite bin to play with, to be honest. It's just a lot of like random characters and little baby toys, and they like to mess with this in their playhouse and in their cars, so I'm definitely not going to be putting that away. And then here is a selection of books. We also have some out in our living room. The baby dolls are in this bucket, and here is their play kitchen. Beside that, I put their vacuum. I also cleaned off any of the toys that were dirty or grungy. This was especially true for their play kitchen. The girls sometimes bring their real food in here and play with their real food on their pretend kitchen. So I made sure to give that a good wipe down, and also cleaned all of the other larger plastic toys. After cleaning off the toys, I vacuumed the floor. There were tons of crumbs and all kinds of, I have no idea even what, on this floor. And honestly, after I vacuumed it, I felt like it made such a difference. This was the finished result after the room was vacuumed and all of the toys were put away and organized. The last thing that I did was make labels for each of the bins. I used chalkboard label stickers and just wrote on those whatever was inside. I did this because I actually had some leftover labels from the girl's birthday, and also I made it easy if I do want to change what's inside each bin. This was the finished result, and I am totally happy with it. I know where everything goes, everything has a home, and I feel like the toys that I do have out, the girls play with, so it's not just causing a huge mess every day. So if you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing. I would love to have you, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!